straight up won that lane. The Gnar will be opted into. Afrika would have expected this. Feels like Afrika are more aware of objectives from Griffin as much as possible. Teleport going to be invested just to guarantee this one, but it's the Braum.
Yeah, Ben's just going to make his way back to lane, and that is going to guarantee good.
Never feels great as the Olaf, but once we set the tempo, here we go.
Oh, yeah, he's going to throw that one over. Taunt's going to land as well. The layering of CC. The Cannon Barrage is there, but lands! Gets the flash. Cannon Barrage finally comes down and finishes him off. Misspoke when we saw that. Going to finish it off.
He'll be able to zone it away, so the Infernal's a nice timing-based picked up for Griffin. Lets you know that still Afrika Freaks losing the minimum bot lane has been big. As we go.
They're going to try and answer back. Tarzan comes down as well. The Undertows are going to come in. Tucson has to flash as Kramer's going to get stunned up. Viper's going to be able to pick up that kill. A double instantly for Tarzan, who's now finally on the board. They upgrade what Afrika managed to deal. He decides that he wants to invest at bottom side of the map. As that blast cone working out really, really well, but Lahan's still going to be in so much trouble. Just CC'd for days. And Keen eventually, this side lane is going to be extremely dangerous because Cannon Barrage will do so much extra damage if he goes even double the time for the rest of the Afrika Freaks to turn up. But it looks like Spirit looked for a steal, but they had enough burst damage. Just gets taken.
Sure, we'll give him that one when it comes to that cannon being missed. We'll eventually lose his mid lane turret. Outside of our pre-match talk about scaling, look at the item choices. It's a Black Cleaver on Olaf as well. It's a super offensive build. They need to make advantage now.
Well, Griffin looking for them here as Spirit's going to get flashed on. Stand United's going to come down, but who cares? That's going to be the reckless swing to take him out. Now Afrika Freaks all clumped up. A lot of damage is going to be able to pick up Chovy, which is a huge deal. The ultimate there for Kramer kept him alive.
For the late game, it looks like it's going to be once again falling back onto the Gargo Stone Plate, the big favorite. Griffin to face check. That's exactly how Afrika want to win the game, as they're piggybacking onto Sword.
Yep, the Gnar ult is going to come out here, but Sword should just die. Spirit's got enough CC, and Keen's got a hell of a lot of damage. See you later, Mega.
Afrika Freaks pushing through mid.
Yeah, looks like they should be able to grab this turret as well now that Keen's turned up. That Trinity Force going to help him there as Griffin, they do get there, but not in time.
I think Griffin lose basically in every scenario compared to the team fight comp. Will be answered a couple of times to see if the minions will finally do this turret in. Oh, there it is.
They do it. The Cannon Barrage is going to be invested very early on in this piece. As Spirit, he's going to make it a 50-50. It's taken by Griffin as Tarzan locks it down. Ragnarok's in. He's doing loads of damage, and Spirit will have to get himself the hell out of there. Stand United, quadruple Infernal Drake buff.
If you had deep vision, if you knew Sejuani had recalled, maybe you just DPS it down and take it. The mid lane outer turret was still up. They're back on the objective. Speaking of objective.
Got a minute left on the Infernal as those Infernal chains are pretty good onto Lahan's, but he stays alive for a very long time. Sword looking to get in there, just whips the ultimate though. That is not what they wanted. Not exactly the amount of stuns that they needed from that taunt either, as Tucson should be able to get taken down here. Viper picks it up. That's a Stormrazor proc if ever I've seen one. As now Tarzan moving on over.
Minion wave spots, by the way. That's what I'm Craig-gasming about. It's the fact that they had super minions. The minion waves pushing making that move, and that's one way to be glass half full.
Well, Lahan's is going to get brought into the pit. The ultimate's going to get quite a few knockups as the rest of Griffin are at least available, but they managed to take down the Braum very effectively. Teleport's going to be invested. Griffin know that they can't let this Baron go down. Ultimate's going to fly forward, but Ragnarok is there as well as the GA from Tarzan. First one. Not going to be nearly as impactful, especially with only one Drake, as Infernal Chains are in there now, as Tarzan does remember have that GA, and that is just going to be Spirit going pop. The jungler is dead with a Baron available. Chovy grabs the double as Tucson also throws his life away. Tarzan so incredibly low, doesn't actually care. It's just going to buff up his Baron damage as the three members of Afrika. What can they do to try and stop this? We'll need some heroic barrels that Lahan's is just denying. There's the flash Gnar into the wall as he gets popped back as well. A lot of health on Kuro, who does have the World Ender. Isn't going to invest it just yet. Remember, does have the GA. On top of it, a lot of lives, but Kramer doesn't. He's going to get taken out by that piercing arrow, and now all of Afrika are falling low. He's charging back up with the Blood Well, but he's just going to die again. And Griffin, they managed to get the Baron. They managed to kill the Afrika Freaks, and it looks like they're going to manage to win game one.
The minion wave is being proxied by the GP, so can they win the game anyway? Death timers are so long. All Keen can do is stop the minion wave.
If they can tank up the turrets before the minion that they have, the one heroic minion gets there, they're going to be able to do it as Sword is pushing forward. The respawns are
defending the Sejuani, means the Baron does go to Griffin, and now the Elder will second Drake buff by the side of Viper, and it works oh so much better against Afrika's comp.
That's exactly right. Transitions it so beautifully as well. That's, of course, selling a Ghost Blade and an Edge of Night and then picking up 2 pretty expensive items afterwards. So not something that you should be aiming to do at home, kids, by 46 minutes into the game. This time around, though, Viper has been free farming and things are absolutely okay. They take down the turret, and now the engage is on. Blade of the Ruined King used by Sword to slow down Spirit. Spirit's Refuge is going to be in there, and so aptly named, but not enough, as the Gnar is going to take down that Sejuani, and Keen is going to die as well. The last-ditch effort is going to fail from the Afrika Freaks. And Griffin are on the board in game number 1 against the quintessential Afrika comp and the reworked brand new...
For it. They're deciding between the two. The Ignite Summoner's taken, so it's going to be the Quinn. Straddles the line a little bit more. Not going to be a cannon or something. Seeing Tarzan come into this lane. They can disrupt Keen before his items are there. Here we go.
Yeah, there's the flash. Now the flash has to be used to get out of the way of the wallet, but it's not going to be enough. Hyper proc. Oh, got Spirit's him. Refuge was enough, but the Undertow does land. Now Spirit looking for more. The taunt mid-air is going to lock down the... We'll be able to lock this one down unless Kuro can get rid of the minion wave very effectively. Nope. It looks like the answer's no, and Chovy knows exactly what's going to happen. Really nice. Who's well and truly behind... Oh, yeah, see you later, Kramer. You just said, mate, he's got 2 summoner spells. He's not going to use any of them because he's just straight up dead. Viper picks up the kill. Very best thing that you can see from a macro level of League of Legends. I feel like it's making your opponent make decisions that are always going to be bad. And that's exactly what Griffin actually do in a best-of-5 scenario as Tucson. He's going to be the next one to get caught out. Ragnarok has been invested. Tucson does go golden as Keen has a lot of damage availability. Flash already utilized, but the teleport comes down from Sword, and Viper just bullet times the Shen in the face. It will be a 2v2, but remember Sword is exhausted and doesn't have too much more. The Flash comes in, actually switching them as Tucson is going to help grab that first kill. Now the Flash has to be used to get Tarzan out of there, paired with the ultimate as well. It's a good pick as now Kramer, once again a sitting duck, but it's a good flash out of the headbutt from Lehens. They trade flashes, and Kramer's even able to get some good damage.
For Afrika Freaks, Kramer's not flash again, so at least that part you're feeling good about. If you're Griffin, you got the Summoner down on the Quinn and the Varus. This Misfortune is already in a really nice spot of power. Still,
Kramer's been able to clear out minion waves pretty easily as once again Keen flies through with the Sky Strike, actually looking for the solo, flashes under and has the Ignite.
Because the mid lane outer turret is down, Lehens and Chovy together can't pull off the engage.
And all of a sudden, the tides have turned here in favor of Afrika Freaks. Keen grabs those 2 items, takes down an inner turret bottom.
Griffin walking up, get another auto. They should get the turret this time.
Yep, even though Viper has to tank it for certainly be enough. See Kuro, he's moving up. He's going to be able to take down the first one. And with Spirit...
He's gone Swifty Boots as well. If you had double Swifty Boots carries in the semi-final of LCK in the pool, I guess you won. Congratulations.
Our players like a Smev would be is right into a Pulverize. Keen taking so much damage, even gets the follow-up stun. And that means the end of the life.
Very difficult to do.
Well, Trouble Bubble means that Viper can move up, complete some of these minions, but Kramer just...
That makes up a lot of the gold lead for Afrika Freaks.
Now triple Cloud Drake as well. And that is actually okay.
It's going to be a free Baron.
That's just a free Baron.
It is.
And Griffin aren't going to see it. All too easy. They can sneak them as well.
Being forced to just do what she does, which is this split pushing.
Exactly this. Just destroying these turrets over. Now Viper has to get himself down here to try and defend, but it's just not early enough. As the base
so cleanly from Afrika Freaks. Should be bot lane inhibitor rolling down. So little Chovy can do.
Yep, the 1-2-2 being enacted at this point in time. And like you say, inhibitor falls, immediately followed by the mid inhibitor turret. Does have his Dusk Blade, so spots out this vision as, okay, Spirit's going to get caught out of position. Exactly not who you want to get caught, and that means the flash comes out immediately. Tucson turning up as the Predator's going to give Spirit so much movement speed. He escapes. In the meantime, in the chaos, it's going to be Keen baiting in Sword, who does have a stopwatch to deny the death. Inhibitors off this one, as Griffin do not want to give away this Elder Drake because they know that they're just going to lose, but I have a feeling they may just lose anyway. Another bullet time just thrown into the air in what feels like celebration as Viper, he's not going to die this time, but still, they're going to lose everything else. Keen, not even worrying about the mid inhibitor, he wants to win the game. Papa Smithy?
Not often you can split push the game, but there's just no way for walks up. The third inhibitor goes down. And it seems like Griffin will never get the shockwave combo. Patrolling for a flank. Is there any follow-up? It seems like no.
Yep, Lahen's going to get caught out here as well as Kramer throws the ultimate towards him, but it doesn't really matter. Afrika are just buying time. They're doing so beautifully because you can see the Quinn doing so much work. A lot of knockbacks coming in everywhere. It's chaos in this fight as Kuro gets caught by the shockwave in the backline, but Lahen's just out of position. Tarzan as well. And Sword's going to get taken down. Keen, just too massive. Another bullet time. More in celebration there from Viper as Afrika Freaks will even out the series 1-1 as the Nexus gets taken down. A beautiful, beautiful game. Keen absolutely dominant.
They wouldn't have the same lane. So they're going to Cho'Gath anyway. You actually hear a groan from the crowd as I think they've also been lamenting how often Griffin will fall back.
Get Q-harassed to death forever.
Spirit is definitely holding up his hand
Oh,
for
hell yeah.
playing the gank in that fashion. He was completely aware of the scenario, and meanwhile, Keen's doing the Kennen thing.
Yep, and Tusin's going to turn up. He wants another highlight play, potentially on the top side. It's going to get interrupted as there's the ultimate utilized Sword. He's got nowhere to go. Gets the feast. It's not enough! And Keen locks down the 1v1.
Game blowing open for Afrika Freaks.
Yep, Shelly's going to get the first charge. A little bit unfortunate that
executed on a comp that needs perfect execution. You're left with basically nothing.
Yep. Side. But now you've also got Kramer getting to a point where this Rage Blade is getting charged up. He's going to be taking down this outer turret as well, getting the local gold available for him, and even denying.
Out of nowhere, it's a nice start.
Yep, landing onto the cannon is great news there as well, as Chovy almost just explodes him, and Sword's going to eat him for dinner. It's all too easy, and now Spirit might be gifted. Chovy going to be able to get another bubble to land, but in the meantime, we've got the Afrika Freaks starting off this Baron. Are they actually going to be able to lock this down? Because everyone's on the bottom side.
They haven't checked it yet. They don't know.
Nope.
Really smart.
Once again, Afrika Freaks.
Why would he check it, is what he would be saying right now in comms. Surprised by Afrika Freaks.
Red buff.
Really?
And Sword, unable to get there. Doesn't actually have Feast available.
Another turret. The Siege comp from Griffin may never get to Siege Atlas. That's just the reality of where this game is at. They're being pushed in with a Siege.
Deadman's Plate is his third item as well, as Griffin say they're sick of it. They want to find a pick-off here as Tusin just zoning everyone away. Doesn't have it though, and that's going to be the bubble landing and spelling the death of the Ninja on the bottom side. Meanwhile, everything being taken elsewhere on the map. For that person to turn up to try and gank you or something like that, because your Killer Instinct shield is so gigantic. But Kuro, he's caught out. The Olaf here as Tarzan has to press Ragnarok and run. Lahen's looking to make another play. Gets the flash and the cleanse out of Kuro, and now Griffin. They may have found their team fight. The Rupture's there. The Shen gets eaten as now Spirit is just stopwatching in the middle of a team fight, and Kuro gets exploded by a well-placed paddle star. Kramer split pushing bottom side. He might be able to take this inhibitor, and there's no Baron for Griffin to try and turn onto.
That's the problem. The Baron hasn't spawned, and that means they're not able to do anything to punish. Interrupt!
Yep, Kramer not going to be able to get anything done here, but Sword can't exactly fight this guy just yet. Doesn't have the feast, remember, but Tarzan available. He wants to get it, he takes it.
Easily spotted by Afrika.
Yeah, Afrika said, yeah, you can't play our game.
But Lahen's?
Yeah, Lahen's actually looking for more. True Shot Barrage once again going to fly forward as Kuro, he's ignited. The ultimate's going to fly forward. Oh, the axe going to be dodged, and now Kramer getting free autos. Tarzan too far forward, gets expertly baited by Kuro, who eventually does fall, but a 2-for-1, you'll take that as the Afrika Freaks. And Keen says that once again, he wants to win the game by himself.
Sometimes in competitive play, you don't need player cams to see the desperation on the Griffin faces. Another game where Tarzan is doing his best to find a pick while bad things are happening around him. He goes down, they can't kill Kuro. Afrika on their second Baron of the game. This time the Smite is there to secure it. They don't get a Nexus turret, but they get damn close to one, and Afrika Freaks get Baron number 2.
Yep, all too easy.
Best of 5 in the semifinals of the LCK. They are this royal roading team.
The smart money probably was on the Afrika Freaks, because in a best of 5, they're the ones with the LCK experience. All right, Kuro going to dodge out of the way of Lahen's with his flash. Lahen's also used his flash as well, but I think the cow is just dead. Kramer, Killer Instinct got him in there, and Nexus turrets now falling on the bottom side. The Nexus not going to be able to be taken just yet as the inhibitor does respawn, but immediately gets taken again by Keen. Tarzan, nothing he can do against Tusin, which is a huge problem as Kramer gets it with the last bolt of his Q, eaten by Sword afterwards, but now can they actually get anything done as Tarzan will get ripped to shreds by the slicing Maelstrom and the auto attacks of Cannon, who flashes after Chovy as well. And Sword, he's tanky, he ain't tanky enough. And Afrika looking to put themselves 2-1 in this series as Nexus number 2 will go, Inhibitor number 2 will go down. The Nexus sure to follow. As you can see, it's desperation from Chovy and just doesn't know what to do to try and win this game.
There's nothing they can do, Atlas. It's going to be Afrika Freaks going up 2-1 on the red side. Griffin can't get the victory. A bit of attempt to try to clear him away, but it's not going to work.
Nope, Nexus is going to go down now, and Afrika, all they need is a red.
Jace, we mentioned already.
Much better choice.
It will be the Jace. This finally gives them a pressure valve. It's not an ultra forever winning matchup for the Jace, but the boots are there. He has a keystone now because he can use the Predator, but he's not bot side.
Yeah, there's Flash Headbutt Pulve onto Viper, and Spirit, he's going to have the pillar to throw down as well. Perfect positioning as you'd expect, and just locks down first blood.
Bot side, so where is he? Obvious question.
Well, there's the flash. He's going to get the hammer back there as well onto Kane. He still hasn't flashed yet. Dodges as many buttons as possible, but can't dodge them all. As Sword locks down the hypercharged, shock blast to come in. Now, more fighting to happen here as Lahen's booped back underneath. But Tucson, he's going down very low. Vision of Empire stops Viper from auto-attacking, but it doesn't stop Lahen's. And he takes down the cow. Can Kramer actually find it? No, he can't. The flash forward from Lahen's, in fact, and now they're looking for even more. He flashes down, but it doesn't matter.
Kill pressure at the end, and we have to stop the replay because we want to see a GP die.
Yeah, we're between turrets as Cannon Barrage is in there. Spirit's going to turn up as well as Kane.
The slow?
Oh my God, is he going to survive? Sword is going to fall down now. Tarzan might go as well as Spirit gets the double, all set up on a silver platter.
It's a bit quicker with the gold in the game. Sadly, it's not a gold lead, it's gold parity with Afrika Freaks.
Well, Arrow's going to fly in here, and thankfully for the Afrika Freaks, he's going to hit the cow, but he's still going down so low. Hero's entrance comes in as well, and Griffin are creating a massive cluster in this Dragon Pit. Kuro has the ultimate. Is the Steel Tempest going to be enough? Flashes out, gets the triumph, as now he's looking for Lahen's, doesn't get the knock-up. Winter's Bite seals the deal. To stave off the pressure that Griffin were putting on, however, not on the top side for free.
They can use Galio, of course. Ultimate's up, Predator's up as well. It's no freebie.
And he can't get rid of Tarzan as well, as the Arrow's going to fly in first to start off this fight. Cannon Barrage is down, but not doing anything to Griffin yet, as Kuro extremely low on the back end. It's Tucson that grabs the first kill. Hero's entrance comes down. Thankfully, Spirit grabs themselves a dragon as Kuro finally falls in the backline. It's Sword that's able to get in over the top and grab that one. And now Griffin looking to clean up. Kane in a whole host of trouble here underneath the outer turret on the bottom side. At least gets a barrel shot onto Viper, who's got no mana. And now Spirit, can he get down here onto Chovy? Winds of War come in. Kane eats some oranges. He's going to be all right. And Griffin should be able to grab a consolation outer turret after not being able to kill the pirate once again.
But they are going to get the push in mid lane at the same time.
And Viper, he's a difficult target to take down. 2-1 exactly what the Doctor ordered. And Spirit is going to move over. Tucson as well. He's got the ultimate, but not a lot of health bars. 5 members of Griffin are in the area. Arrow flies in as well. They just want to deal with the cow with the last breath. Under 3 members. Chovy eventually deals with it, but Cannon Barrage softens up all of Griffin. And now Chovy's in no man's land on the wrong side. As he gets the taunt, that's decently well done, and Kuro melts. Not a lot of health on that Yasuo, and now Griffin have turned it around. Kane eats some oranges. He's at least a bit more healthy, and Spirit is taking them on a wild goose chase, but they want more. Sword is able to lock it down with a shock blast, and Spirit still running. But still, not a lot of places for him to go.
Big mistake coming through from Kuro to re-engage. That actually just opened up Chovy to start the CC chain. If they take down Spirit, they can take the Baron, but Spirit, he's damn annoying to kill.
He's really annoying to kill, as they are going to jump back on the Baron once again. Chovy still chasing after him, as this Baron's pretty healthy, guys.
4-level lead on Chovy, but he can't kill Spirit in one rotation.
Tarzan might die here. Sword thankfully teleports in. Lahen's about to die. Could he actually burn to death here? Tucson still coming forward. Not going to be able to get any sort of steal as Spirit time.
Yeah, freebie Ocean Drake is just fine. They have huge item. Swain against one of our noted duos of poor JJ and Ruler. Here's the ult onto Spirit.
Yep, arrow's going to land. He does manage to get the subjugate off,
Not
which
dead.
is going to get at least a knock up as Tucson is in there. Hero's entrance comes down as well, as immediately you've got Kramer utilizing the ultimate. It's once again Kuro falling so early in the fight though, and Afrika Freaks just don't have the damage to take them down. The headbutt was really nice, but Winds of War gets the double for Chovy. This Galio is unstoppable, as the inner turret is going to fall and should be followed by the inhibitor turret as well.
This Yasuo can just never hit a side lane. He doesn't have enough damage at this point in the game to actually win fights. They're getting 4-man last breaths, but it's Griffin's last breath. It's the dying breath of this mid lane inhibitor.
Yep, the side lane that he can hit is the Death Chamber. Papa Smith.
Number 4. With a blue side drop, you don't do that. And now you might have to be on blue side for game number 5. So
Exactly.
He's happy with those summoners for now. They're going to take the inhibitor turret and top side. Jace makes short work of it.
And extraordinarily quickly there as well, as Keen still dealing with super creeps in the mid lane. Wants to get barrels forward. Thankfully for him, the shock blast doesn't land, but they still lose that inhibitor. On the question we had was exactly that.
You get the same zoom out we had at the end of game number 3. Can we hear the screams of Afrika? Every lane losing their inhibitor. Third inhibitor turret won't be taken down. That's actually a Lock of the Iron Solari, wasted for it, but they zone away Afrika. Kramer's been waiting for a better spot to engage for 30 minutes. He might still be waiting with the Nexus dying.
Yeah, Nexus turret's going to be the only things standing between. It's a very easy Baron.
Freebie.
For the second
GPO.
time of asking.
GPO. Oh, no GPO.
Yeah. We're waiting for the 2 damage as they follow super creeps and now have a big purple buff on them towards the base of Afrika. And Afrika, just not a lot of options. They'll have to have the most incredible team fight. They're going to be able to win this.
That was a zoning ultimate there from Lahan's, Orianna style by me.
He's done a few of those.
Well, he can
So
do what
far.
he can do. Yeah. The Zeke's convergence also runs off, so you can't even talk about that. Here we go.
Yeah, arrow flies in, but Tucson actually just whiffs the engage that he was
Kuro,
looking for.
Kuro.
Kuro jumps over, looks for Viper.
Doesn't get him.
He's just going to straight up die. Hero's entrance wasn't even needed onto the Ashe because he already had the GA ready.
It's done.
Kramer in the back line. He's got his Zhonya's, but the Nexus is now exposed. You've got Chovy in there. He's just going to take down the Nexus himself. They desperately want
the Zoe. It's going to be the Orianna.
Oh, no.
They're going to go for it. It's not necessarily been a consistently winning one.
It's not good news. But, you know, at least Tarzan's going to have more pillars available. Griffin are going to start this one up. Tucson is going to get stunned. Immediately cleanses. The ultimate from Lahan's is going to predict the flash coming out from Tucson is now Kramer. Oh, that auto attack so incredibly long range. Tarzan, a couple more autos. The flash from Kramer grabs the first blood. Viper stuns him up. Gets the kill to answer it back is the extra money from First Blood.
Side for the longest time. Nice opportunistic stuff from Tarzan. His bread and butter when he's playing the Trundle. Trundle really is a sum of your pathing. It's going to be the bot lane out of turret. Losing your turret first to Tahm Kench Varus. A real bad feel. We'll see if Afrika can open up the map with the Tahm Kench ultimate on the back.
Kane decided to disengage. Spirit looking to try and take away this Cloud Drake. Second one of the game. Being considered here by Griffin.
Here we go. Special delivery.
Yeah, but Vision was available. Bro, still going to get hit. Tucson dodges out of the way of the ultimate.
Hard force. Gragas, because he can be instantly combo, can be big as sword. He's got ult soon.
Yeah. Flash onto Tucson. He doesn't have his flash available, and that's going to be
Sword.
Chovy grabbing that kill. Keen go aggressive as Varus is top lane, and Kramer is continuing to shove things forward. Spirit. The arrow flies on majestically off the edge of the screen.
Where do you think that was going?
On Spirit. He can run really, really fast. Bro. To get any work done here with his Proto Belt. Tucson says no as he picks him up, throws him back. Tarzan as well in the wrong position. Is God! Kramer has so much damage, just eats through the health bar of Sword in an instant. Now Griffin, they're on the back foot. They're going to have to get out of the way of this one as Chovy not able to pick up the Drake. It goes to Kramer, which is a little bit worrying for Afrika Freaks fans. Or Spirit fans in particular, but they should now be able to get that one auto on this turret. Kuro is going to be the one that does that. Drake available here as well. 1 minute to go on that one as Kuro. Arrow flies forward, but the flash from Kuro is going to be good. The ultimate to come down. They really want to lock down the Zoe. They will do it as Lahenz grabs that kill. Kramer as well. I think he's almost on that 100% crit as now the flash has to be used from Tucson again to get him out of the way. Chains of Corruption fly forward, but that's just disengage from the Afrika Freaks as Griffin are bloodthirsty. They are ready to fight Afrika at any turn.
They're back again.
Yeah, looking for even more as that pillar is in a great position. They would have wished for another shockwave, but no, it's not going to be there. Tarzan as well. No stopwatch available anymore, and he's going to get taken down. Sword almost gets pushed back into the team as Keen looks for the knockup, doesn't get it, gets pounded against the wall, and Griffin capitalized. Infernal Drake has finally spawned, but Griffin not going to let them have that one for free. The arrow flashed out of the way up from Kuro, but Tucson still has to eat up Kramer, who was on the receiving end. In goes Sword. Dragon does get taken down by the Afrika Freaks, and Kramer has got so much damage. What the hell is that, Viper? The positioning not great, but he does get himself here. Yeah, Afrika back on the Baron, all 5 members in the pit at the moment as Sword doesn't get the hop in there, but it is going to be taken by Spirit. Baron locked down. Can Griffin punish them in this position, though, is the question, and the answer looks like no. Spirit even able to dodge out of the way of the boomerang. Chains of Corruption, and Tucson sacrifices himself for the good of the colony. Might be able to get more for it as Viper is the one that locks down that kill. Sword looking for him. Spirit, oh, that feels real bad. Wallop's gonna miss, but who cares? He gets slapped in the face, and the fat man dies. 2 dead. Baron
this is against Baron buff, so Griffin are way out of position.
Yep, and the inner turret is gonna go down. Can they continue pushing is the real
try.
question. As in goes Kuro. Okay, everyone just jumping on top of one another. Lehens with the stand behind me, but Kramer commits to taking down the turret, and another Devour is gonna be there. Can you guys wait for the 24-second cooldown? As now he's utilizing a whole host of his buttons, but he goes Sword with the Megana in the back line. It's not going to be enough, though, as they lose their jungler. Kuro dashing forward. Chovy so incredibly low. Lehens with the stand behind me. Chovy keeping himself alive through the Ignite with his Command Protect, but a whole number of their buttons are now on cooldown, and they can't protect this inhibitor as Zoe things are happening across the rift, and Lehens has to cleanse to get his way out of it.
Game will not end there. Keen
certainly there on the side of Griffin, but this siege is exactly what the Afrika Freaks want to do. The slow onto Tarzan, he's not going to make it into this pit, as there's the explosive cast. Tucson once again just tanking for his team. Grey Health going to be eating up, so much shield available, and now the Afrika Freaks want the fight. No paddle star to land, and now everyone's inside the pit. Somehow the shockwave only lands onto Spirit, but that's still the first pick in this fight. Windwall is fantastic. Tucson flashes to get out of the way, and Kuro now with so much damage available, but doesn't actually lock it down.
This combo, it's supposed to be easy.
Well, Arrow's going to predict the body slam as there's the flash into the Devour, but has Tucson just thrown himself to his death? He has, as Chovy locks down the kill on the top.
Out of the last breath. This is still bated breath coming through from Keen. We're not even talking flash here. They know the back
Kuro, has he just won them the game? Paddle Star lands. It's going to get the GA out of the Ash. Could be a massive deal as we've got everything landing now from the Afrika Freaks. Lehens teleporting in. Afrika Freaks want to be able to find this Baron.
But it probably has to be. How can Griffin stop it?
Not entirely sure, Papa. Chovy's moving over. Tarzan has barely
a one-way trip.
He has the flash in. He doesn't get it. As Tarzan gets so much back from the King. 4-man shockwave as Kuro cannot do anything to answer, and Griffin, they may have just won the game off the back of Chovy. That's the double kill. Tucson, he's looking for more, and there's the triple. Chovy, the 17-year-old, the youngest man in the LCK, may have just brought Griffin to the grand final of the LCK.
Can they end? It's so close. Kuro needs to find some picks.
Trouble bubble is going to land. Tucson, he's available. Kuro, does he have the wave clear? I think the safe answer is no. There's so much damage available from Griffin. Base now broken on the other side of the map. As the inhibitor is going to get taken down, they want to push for the win. The death timers, are they going to be long enough here to get Afrika back into it? Oh God, Griffin, the Royal Road is still on. Game number 5, Nexus to be taken down, and on the back of Chovy, they've brought themselves to the LCK final.
Amazing victory for Griffin, the anime.